I spent a couple nights last week watching YouTube videos about Obama being everything from the Antichrist to Satan himself. But I was glad to see Ted Nugent came back out to play. He was on Hannity back before the end of the year, but how many people watch that show? Oh wait, 3 million people tune in to him. Of course, that is only 1% of the population. But here a while back, he said, if you want to stop gun trafficking, arrest Eric Holder. Right on, Nooch. A lot of you might remember from the NRA rally last summer, he was saying that if Obama got reelected, he was going to either be in jail or dead. And of course, Obama's doing what he can to oblige him. But I see that Michigan now just unanimously voted to nullify the NDAA. So they are protecting him from them. I kind of feel like the convict's cousin in the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? They'd come to his house and he let them sleep in the barn, and here they wake up in the middle of the night and the cops are all around and ready to set it on fire. He's up there, you son of a traitor, turned in your own flesh and blood. And he's like, well, they got this depression going on and you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, I'm not a gambling man, but I'd be willing to bet that Mr. Nugent, like me, does not want to just disappear. So I figure it's as good a time as any to switch gears. The politicos, they're going to do what they want anyway. And Hannity, you take care of your 1%. I'm going after the 99. That's kind of an inside joke. Well, there was a reason I desperately tried to get clips from that original movie onto here. I think it was made 4 or 5 years ago, and I looked 4 or 5 years younger. But time marches on. It stands still for nobody. Well, it did once, but that wasn't for just anybody. And the show must go on. So I thought for quite a while about what clips to show first. But there was really only one, and it's because it had the best lead in. Because I have seen Bill Maher's show exactly 2 times. And both times I took away something pretty good. So this is a clip that started with the first time I watched his show. Back when your show was called Politically Incorrect, there was an understatement. You had Penn Jillette on, and the same night a Brit lady whose claim to fame was that she could talk to dead people. And Mr. Gillette said one of the most profound things I've heard on television. He said, there seems to be some communication with another dimension. I'm just not convinced it's dead people. Well, here's your answer. Ye shall not surely die. It was Lucifer telling his original lie. Okay, so this led into, and see what I mean? The first time the camera and even the guy behind with the cell phone, he walked into it and there was autofocus. No autofocus now. So I'm going to put some headers in there. But anyway, there was 3 times in that movie he mentioned the talking snake. Once on stage in front of some senator, and then once in the trucker's chapel. So here was my reply. Oh, and while we're on the subject of that day, was the snake talking to Eve, or was it just Lucifer convincing her it was the snake talking? The account says the tree was good for food, and it had the ability to make one wise. And here was a snake telling her that God was holding something from them? It kind of puts an entirely new spin on the serpent beguiled me, doesn't it, Bill? So here a while back I said, I didn't know what to talk about. Well, there's plenty. We got the people, the chip, is the mark of the beast. No, it isn't. We got the ones going to be raptured out of here. Oh, no, they're not. We got the people I lovingly refer to as the Paul haters living out there large on the West Coast with Bill. Of course, there's nothing you can do, especially to somebody that's religious, to convince them they may not have the right way about it. Because, we're right, and that's just all there is to it. Because they had put $100 over 1,000 of theirs that if somebody proved them wrong, and of course, you're never going to do it. But maybe somebody else will catch on. So until next time, I got more clips rounded up, and I will see you soon.